All right, next one here. This is something that I harp on a lot. Written several things about it, but it seems more and more that people sacrifice intensity for volume. And what I mean by that, no matter if you're looking at CrossFit, runners, even Olympic weightlifters, powerlifters, a lot of times it's kind of the more is better. Well, I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I need to do more. And a lot of times it turns into junk miles, junk reps. Runners are a good example that it's just trying to accrue more and more and more mileage and not looking at the substance of those miles. Great study at the NCAA Cross Country Championship where they looked at, kind of 10 teams, 5 being the traditional high mileage group where they're just accruing more and more mileage over the time, and then looking at 5 teams that kept more of a low mileage mentality but really pushed the pace in those miles. And those 5 teams that kept that lower mileage felt way more fresh at the end of the season, way more personal bests and personal records happening, where our high mileage group was just starting to get beat up. And that's what you got to look at is bang for your buck. I see a lot of people, man, if you look at what they're doing in a day, and it all depends. Like, if you're obviously trying to make it to the CrossFit Games, then that's a different story. But for all the rest of us in the gym here who are just trying to be a little bit better than yesterday and, move more weight, feel better about ourselves, be fit, all those things. A lot of times, if you look at this workout that you have, you're not pushing as hard as you can because you think, well, man, I still got this and this and this that I still got to get to. So inevitably, mentally, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, you're not pushing the pace like you need to. And what that turns into, honestly, is you only have one gear. Once again, I go back to runners where I would ask what is their 5K or 10K pace when they race, and it's 9:30, and then we run a timed mile and they run it in 9:20. I mean, that's you got one gear, and I see that a lot in CrossFit. If it could be a 6-minute AMRAP or a 15-minute AMRAP, and the pace is the same, and that is sacrificing intensity because of trying to do all the things. That's something that I think is a tough mindset shift, because if you have been doing all the things for a long time, I think sometimes mentally it is more of a struggle than it is physically, because you're thinking, well, man, I used to do all this training, now I'm not doing that, I'm not doing enough, and I get it, I've been there, but I think if you really focus on each and every section that is programmed and really empty it out and apply the effort that we are looking for the proper stimulus in that workout, then I think you'll find that you will get done with workouts and probably be good for the day. And look, I mean, sometimes I do extra training. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing anything outside of the hour block that's programmed or class or anything like that. We're actually going to talk about that here in the last part, but I think it's a conversation with yourself of how hard am I pushing here, or am I knowingly saying, well, I'm going to do something after this, so I'm going to save something in the tank so I can do that too. So that's something that I think that's hard to get across sometimes, and like I said, it's sometimes more mental and physical, but I think it's something that's very, very important. You can get way more bang for your buck if you push that pace and push the envelope and not just think about doing more and more and more all the time.